are you? Did Caldathir send you? Well, don't even try to stop me. Oh, well then, greetings. My name is Naramako, and I intend to walk right into this spooky cave and find the works of a brilliant Khajiiti mage. You mean to help? Well, I guess there's no harm in delegating. Thank you for looking into this, Walker. I can't wait to rub this discovery in that sour-tongued Caldathir's face. My high elf alchemy professor. He's a meanie! According to my research, Marzula Joe had a great fondness for animals. Yes! You're not going to scold me like Caldathir, are you? It's just a frog. I mean, sort of. Well, guild regulations clearly state that manipulating white souls, the lesser souls of beasts, is completely fine. True, the bylaws don't explicitly endorse putting little white souls into frog skeletons, but they don't prohibit it either.
A land of fertile valleys and grand hills. But enough about Rajim's past romances, yes?
Sugar Snout, my sweet boy. It's not fair. You were so young. So young. I'm going to fix this, boy. I'm going to bring you back. I promise. I never intended... What did I do wrong? This isn't you, sweet boy. This isn't you. This is a little unorthodox, but I just felt horrible about what happened. Bringing you back to life is an imperfect solution, I know, but I am confident you'll get used to this new beginning. No! Stop it this instant, please! I can fix this. I just need to paint a restraining word to... Stop! What are you doing, Zarir? No, 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 no! No! Don't do that! Don't do that! Ah!
You're back! Not that I had any doubts, mind you. So, success? Did you find Marzuma Joe's notes and memory stones? A Sench tiger? That's remarkable! If he managed that, the frog should present no challenge at all. Thank you so much, Walker. When I publish about this, I'll be sure to mention your contribution. I can't wait to see the look on Caldathir's face. I wonder how long after death you can perform these rituals. Do you think they would work on something smaller, like a mosquito? So many questions. Oh, let's not overreact. Advanced spellcraft is as much an art as it is a science. Sure, he may have encountered a few bumps along the way, but that's to be expected. I won't fall into the same traps. Trust me.
very sweet boy. Numaya won't let... Hold there, poacher. One more step and my sweet boy will tear you apart. Oh, I'm sorry. Numaya grows suspicious of everyone these days. We care for many rare animals. Oh, but this one would not give to see you kick those...
Set it ablaze!
In need of gold, Walker? Spare this one a moment. Taznazi does not know you. That's good. She knows everyone in the Stitches. Those who aren't in Kazda's pocket, she can count on one paw. This one has a job for someone who'd rather pick it. An unknown face like yours is just what she needs. Kazda, the dung-eater that runs the Stitches, has a hoard of gold beneath Merville Keep. Taznazi plans to make it hers. Ours. If you're interested, we need to move soon. The Stitches gets worse by the day. Kazda may leave, and his coin with him. To take from Kazda is no crime. His predecessor, Dashing the Salzo, amassed the coin. We also need Taznazi's old crew, Vol, Sarin, and Nat.
My helpful friend. Rigert is pleased to see you return from the desert with your limbs intact. Ah, Rigert forgot about the fee. You will find this shocking, but Rigert forgets many things. Cannon Reeve Jusdo of Alabaster. I am Rigert of Windhelm. On behalf of the Skald King, I present you with a gift of peace from the Nords to bring our cultures closer.
Is your gift rancid cabbage? Because it smells like rancid cabbage.
Not at all! Rigert brought our finest snowy saber cat coats, although they may have been stored near cabbage. And the cabbage may have gone bad.
Your gift is clothes made from slaughtered cats? This isn't a peace offering, it is a war crime!
These are the finest coats in all of Windhelm. Who wouldn't want to be wrapped in our warm and luscious... cat skins?
Tell your Skald King that if he wants our war to continue, Queen Irene will be happy to oblige.
Rigert's message will be heard by Queen Irene, leader of the Aldmeri Dominion? Rigert feels so important. Things are looking upward, friend. Gather honey flowers.
The moons? Ah, my fur! What was in this bucket? Whatever your death wish is, it's granted! Oh, my head. Just tell me what you're doing here before I turn your heart into a tomato. Oh, really? Taznas is still kicking around? A little good news to go around with all this bad. Like a fly in vine. Be careful of the vine, by the way. There's flies in it. I didn't say that. Well, what I mean is that I'd like... I may have planned it. To Lulius and Skippy and Averno.
Help! Someone is showing no respect
Here come the
for
guards!
private property! Hey, have one with me.
Blah, can't get it. Good, Kazda's made the stitches. And I need a moment or two. Look, I'll meet you at the bowl once the world stops spinning. Just a mage looking for something at the bottom of a bottle. I don't really know. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if I ever knew. Look, you seem halfway decent, so don't stick your muzzle too far in, alright? Taznazi's got her own business.
Careful where you flaunt. You caught a striking figure walker. There are many dangers to such an enviable personage in the Stitches. All of Elsewhere, in fact, if you cast a shot. Just so, sleek one, just so. You walk tall. Of course, Five Claw, of course. All the more reason to fear crossing the purring lyre on the road. Start your pilgrimage here, with the ledger from the Goiter's Gulp. An idol from Riemann would make a nice addition to this temple. Ah, and fine. Do you think you are above such work? Oh, Walker, do not invite Rajin's ire by looking down upon his deeds. If you do, he will surely play you for a fool and add your folly to his 1,000. If it were permitted, it wouldn't.
Never ends, sleeping within the dreaming deep, hoping that summer never ends, sleeping within the dreaming deep.
Said Nalitha the Avuncular, even in somber times must the wayfarer be offered greetings. Hotaza the Corpulent often said, the forgetting of friends is a grievous wrong. Wise words. Tasnasi has not visited him in some. This one has lost a prized possession, a lute gifted by a dear departed friend. It has truly? This one was practicing his lute in the canyon below.
Desist, criminal! You know you did it. Good decision. On your way now.
These ropes off of me. Joe Bonnie and I had a deal. I delivered.
True, but why keep paying when we can just make you do it for free? Now get inside.
Hey, you're not one of Joe Bonnie's thugs. Can you get me out of here?
Big mistake.
I'm getting out of here. Catch up to me so I can thank you properly. Thanks for your help back there. Doesn't see her. That's funny. Was just thinking of... Last time I ran my mouth, Jew Bonnie sent her unexpectedly handsome thug. Well, Jew Bonnie should have noticed I'm missing. Joining up with the crew seems... the bowel. Well, that's ironic. Well, most don't. And to be fair, I wasn't always the brilliant tinkerer I am today. I didn't just pluck one up and eat it. I was scouting for the Dominion way north. Some ruin called Sardathal. Caught a ledge at the last minute. Broke my fall. And my fingers. Real mess. Anyway, I found myself in this strange cavern. Huge. Had dwarven ruins. Biggest I've ever seen inside of it. Not quite. I finally managed to find a charis. Big bug. Tastes awful, don't recommend it, but... more like indigestion.
Do you find me attractive?
something you need, stranger? Well, wouldn't you know it, the keg does in fact belong to me. My own invention, if you can believe it. You see, the Khajiit aren't typically fond of rot meth. I think the rancid meat smell is what turns them off. That's why I added plenty of moon sugar to my brew. It's sure the keg must have dropped out of our wagon, which is a little odd, given that my husband should have been sitting right by it. Oh well, no harm done. And dearest, come look at this. A stranger found my rot meth keg on the side of the road. Can you believe it?
Oh, look at that. Must have fallen right off the wagon. How lucky someone found it.
And it should be nice and fermented by now. You can finally test it.
Of course. Let me just drink this. Oh, so delicious brew.
Well, how does it taste? Huh. Looks like I'll need to tweak the recipe a bit. Seems like I've quite a bit of work ahead of me. Still, of course not. It's obvious now that the poor dear can't handle his rot meth. I just wish he'd said something sooner. But hey, that's what I like to hear. Unfortunately, the next batch would...
I'm hearing troubling rumors about Ashen Scar. Undead, mainly. I guess I can mark visiting there off my list.
Ah, yes. The stories of an undead plague there makes this one's fur stand on end.
You haven't heard that a necromancer is trying to stop the...
A beautiful day for a stroll.
As Zubat, as often said by Polu, your kindness reminds Nazdar of the love dashing. Nazdar knows you see more ribs than muscles on him. This is true. You have read the works of Vekla the Ephemeral. Nazdar is glad to know a fellow student. Some peasant tune hummed by a swineherd going home. You can make art for others.
That's everyone. Taznazi must speak with you. Taznazi has not seen her old crew in some time. Not since... Never mind. Kazda was lieutenant to Dashing the Salzo. Taznazi as well, until he was found with her knife in his back. No one cared if she was innocent. They wanted someone to blame, and Kazda gave them an answer. After everything, they turned their backs on her. It's not. No, you're right. Taznazi says she hates this place. She should hate this place. But the Stitches is her home, her family. Taznazi won't sit idle while Kazda destroys it. Her reasons aren't important. We should discuss the plan. Today, we hit Kazda right under his nose. We'll break into the basement of the Mirville Keep through this sewer, so long as Vol can pick the locks.
Ah, locks. Cute. Might as well be fancifully knotted ribbons to me.
Good. At the courtyard, we'll have sentries, but Serin's teleportation spell should let us pass unnoticed.
Were you talking to me?
We'll enter the palace through a second-floor storage room. Nazdar will scale the wall and drop a rope for us.
As spake Urwa the Observant. I see.
Taznazi and the newcomer will handle any trouble that comes our way. Let's get started. Nice to see you back at work, Bo.
Good to be working. You're less of a taskmaster than Jew Bunny. Now, let's find some more locks.
Good luck, and work quickly.
There's the lock. Watch my back, won't you? Let's get going. Might need an ebony pick for this one. You know the drill. Bit stiff, that one. Glad I'll keep machine grease in my hair. Kazda's done some redecorating, I see. Not sure I like it. Keep the coast clear, would you? There. Hopefully that's the last of them. My fingers are getting sore. Hey, that's our way to the courtyard.
They're through. No lagging behind. Serene, it's your turn.
Everyone stand still. You're making me crazy. Just need to concentrate. Focus the power. Imagine the destination. All right, here we go.
What the...
So far, so good. Now, Vol.
You're sure?
To quote the barkeep, you look sick.
That's not good.
This one prefers his feet.
Thought I lost you. Moons, you're not hurt, are you? All your limbs in place? The Nazdar's looking pretty good, actually. Now the not good. You and Nazdar didn't quite make it to where I intended, and it will be a while before I can cast something like that again. You'll have to make your own way here. There is a basic rule of spellcraft. Do not attempt while drunk, or while recently drunk. Never been great with rules. I ended up losing control of the spell while attempting to teleport you and Nazdar. Sorry about that. Taznasi wants you and Nazdar to make your way to the base of the South Tower. That's where. She says it will raise alarms, but I know the truth. It's because Taznasi used to run. Northwest? East-ish? You have to come through the courtyard, which means avoiding patrols. Don't get caught.
Walk softly, Master Hendo taught me. If we get into trouble, be warned. I cannot help. My fists are weapons no longer. Soft as a whisper, quick as a shout. The first finger of the Whispering Claw teaches.
You made it, both of you. Taznazi is glad.
Sorry about that. When this is all done, I'll buy you a drink.
Moon's mercy, Serene. When we're done here, I will smash every bottle of wine in elsewhere.
Not if I drink them first.
Nazdar, you're our way into this tower. Ready?
The ascent of the body is nothing compared to that of the soul. Saint Yosito spoke wisely.
Knees shouldn't make that noise, right?
They should make no noise, Vol.
Nazdar did well to get us inside, but it looks like this strain was more than he could handle. He needs rest, which means Taznazi needs to change her plans. Vol is the closest thing we have to a healer. He might be able to get Nazdar moving again, but he needs time, which means he won't be able to pick the locks on Kazda's vaults. Taznazi wants you and Serene to get the vault keys. This one has other business in the palace. When she's done with it, she will meet you at the entrance to the vault. Taznazi has always said she was innocent of the Salzo's death, and she knows in her heart that Kazda was behind it. She must have proof, not to show the stitches, but to quiet her own soul. Take care getting the keys. The thugs in this palace are Kazda's most loyal, and just as vicious and cruel as he. Expect no mercy and give none. That was different. Many of the keep's guards were close to the Salzo. They follow Kazda only. The ones who are closest to Kazda do not show loyalty because they are virtuous, but because he allows them to indulge their worst impulses. Yes, Taznazi has gotten used to being on her own. Nazdar has to stay behind. He's in no condition to creep through the palace right now.
No rest, wrote the ascetic. Nazdar's knees tried to tell him he was no longer able to prance like a kitten. Can and should, wrote.
Better I'm paired up with user.
There you are. He's got her. He's got her.
Keep it down. What are you talking about?
Kazda, he and his bodyguard, biggest I've ever seen. They cornered Taznasi and took her back there. You have to save her.
You're always You have one friend left in this world, it seems. Not for much longer. Cut!
He's getting away. Untie me! After him!
Please, Taznasi, spare me!
Shut up, Kazda. One more word from your lying tongue and Taznazi will claw it out. He did it. Everything Taznazi suspected him of. He killed the Salzo. He had her take the blame. He was proud of it. He took this one's home from her, the only one she has known, and he couldn't give it back if he wanted to. She has no proof but his word. Even if he confessed and cleared her name, the stitches she would return to is not the one she left behind. One joy is left to Taznazi, to kill Kazda. Then she leaves this all behind her, for good. The Salzo is dead. Everyone Taznazi has ever known turned their back on her. The stitches are in shambles. Why would this one ever want to return to such a place? You are right. Taznazi has tried to forget, tried to move on. Not a night goes by that she doesn't... Taznazi will only make this offer once. Confess to the Stitches for all you have done, and she will not try out your torture devices for herself.
Tasnasi, you win.
Get up. All the Stitches will hear the truth from your lips before the day is done. My friend. No, more than that. Family. Kazda's deeds have been made known to the Stitches. Taznazi's name is cleared. For now, at least, there is something to drink to. Now Taznazi is home, and you enjoy her hospitality. Raise a mug, kick up your feet, and count your coin. There is much to be done to fix the damage Kazda did, but that is for Taznazi to worry about. Your work is done, even if hers is just beginning. Strange as it seems, Taznazi is not only forgiven in the Stitches, she is looked up to. It will take time for the Stitches to be as it was. Maybe it will never get there, but even if she can, so much as anyone can be in charge of the Stitches. With Kazda in exile, there's hope of going back to how it was, how Dashing the Salzo saw it. They have not entirely forgotten him, or Taznazi. She'll do her part. We all will. The job is done. Their lives are their own. But...
Well, we didn't get into the vault. Normally I'd call the job a wash, but it seems like Taznasi owns the vault now, so I guess you could say...
Do not mistake a righted wrong for an undone wrong.
How many of those Avern brothers are there? It's like a couple more every time I look over. I swear they are multiplying.
Taznasi's in, Kazda's out. Business goes on all the same.
I suppose the quality of service will have to go up now that Taznasi's in charge, but it's a small price to pay for a leader with some... She couldn't be worse. Kazda was driving this place into the ground.
You saw Roxargo's flyers, yes? Mother, we need more farmhands. You see, our farmhands have gone missing late. You ask a lot of questions. The farm is just up the road north of here. And don't...
Kidea means no rudeness, but she hasn't time for visitors today. It is true. Workers were happy and plentiful, but Mizum, owner of Fragrant Moon's plantation, sought to buy out. So kind of you to offer. But take Kidea's eldest. It's about time Kidea's layabout son helped.
Mother! Roxargo found a new farmhand!
Yes, sweet one, thank you. We're going to look into our troubles right after they wake up your brother.
Brother is still sleeping? Roxargo rose at dawn and has been working hard all day.
If only your brother were as dutiful as you.
What? Who is there? This one's head may ache, but that does not mean he cannot defend himself. Five Claw? Raz thought he recognized you. Moons only know what brings you to this backwater place, but it is always good to see a friend. She would trust Raz with such a task? That does not sound like Mother. Unless she just wants to get Raz out of this cave. No, don't answer that. Mizum has wanted to get his paws on Sweetwater for years. If Mother can't keep the farm operating, Mizum can buy it and gain control of the valley's moon sugar cane. At last! Something here that's worthy of Raz. You have met Raz's family, yes? Mother has never approved of this one's occupation. She suspects he is a wandering beggar or some such nonsense. Roxargo is... he has been at Mother's side for far too long, tied to her apron strings. You do realize that Raz's position as an Eye of the Queen is a secret, yes? Only those who need to know can ever be told the truth. My family? They don't need to know. They know that some young high elf convinced Raz to leave home and go on an adventure. But that was before Irene was queen. Mother thinks that her eldest son abandoned her to chase after a pretty face. Queen Irene insisted that Raz take a vacation after his last mission. Even the Eye of the Queen needs to blink now and then, she told him. So Raz returned to elsewhere to spend some quality time with his family. Political as usual. Raz wanted to stick around and help clean up after the sea slaughs and Daedric incursions, but the proxy queen requested I leave the island. The new man is settling in quite nicely. Unfortunately, trouble here in northern Elsewhere has meant that the speaker hasn't been able to provide as much guidance as he might like. Garesh Rhi has his hands full, political as usual.